Hello, this is Dave, and welcome to Equity Story. Again, yeah, this and the SX200 sort of pretty sideways really at the moment, and looks pretty drab. Obviously, I don't think any sort of upwards trend is back on at all at the moment. I think just having a look at a few sort of maybe quite interesting little stories out there, and I think here's the first one really, and it's Lucapa, and I'll just show you. This is we've already made a lot of money with this stock, but sort of most of us are just holding profits in it. But this was an absolute beautiful diamond. It was 120.4 carat, and this is a Type 2A diamond where I think I don't know the value of this diamond, but I think it could be compared to some of the similar ones they've sold up to maybe $3-4 million, even more. I mean, this is potentially extremely valuable, and they found another one which is 86.2 carats. And this is at mining block 6, which is just near mining block 8, where they're finding a lot of diamonds about 3 or 4 months ago. And what's quite amusing is well, not amusing, but it's typical in these sort of, if this is another great discovery, they mining block 8 suddenly got flooded, it got underwater, so they moved to mining block 6, and again they're finding huge size diamonds there. And I was talking to management a year ago, and he said to me, he said, Dave, when you start finding bigger diamonds, they haven't come too far from the source, and now they're in a trading halt, so we'll wait and see what all this is about. And it's a very interesting story. Again, Lucapa Diamond Mining, if they do find the pipe, the source of these amazing diamonds, I just hate to think where this share price could go. It could be potentially this could be one of the stories on the ASX if they ever do find the pipe or the source of these diamonds. So it's well worth keeping an eye out, and we'll see obviously what gets released on Monday. Again, is great today. This is the stock we put on recently, BUD, Bud. I spoke to the company today in Seattle, and just to have even sort of stronger idea what's going on. And it's just very interesting where they're talking about, we've had 2 phases of the internet, and now we're on the 3rd wave, and they're calling it the 3rd phase of the internet. And they believe this could be the biggest and most powerful wave of the internet out of all of them. And this is the fact that what the internet does, and everything we do in life is now connected to the internet. So the Internet of Things, controls everything, and controls how we live our lives to a much greater extent. And of course, like all the data that they pick up throughout the world, how light bulbs are behaving under certain sort of weather patterns and all this in certain cities, and which ones last longest, and this is all now on the internet. And this company, but it can track all this data, and then it can obviously sell it for a lot of money. So I think Bud's sort of in some ways very early for our mindset here in Australia, but potentially this could be over the next 2 or 3 years a fantastic little story that will I think do some great things. Also bring us to the infamous XREEF. Great to see today they put out an announcement that this is going to be listed on Monday. So it's great. We got in that story really early, like we did with 2 other 10 baggers on these backdoor listings. And I think XREEF could be a really exciting story for us over the next sort of 6 months. Just having a look at, we did the buy and sell signals. I'll sort of move them over because the buy and sell signals, we weekly buy and sell signals, we put them out on Sunday evenings, and we try and pick the stocks that we think show that they've got momentum going up. And in normal times, we'll also, a lot of these stocks will put on as normal trends, and they'll mix in with the other systems we use to pick a trend. And you can see again this week, this is the start of the week, which sort of started out fairly good anyway, but you can see how Aristocrat was up nearly 4%, Regis up 7.3%, API at one stage hit a record high, was up 7.18%. Those were the buy signals, so they really, really did click through. And some of the bullish stocks like PBG was up 5%. I'm trying to look at, AOG up 3%, EHE was up 3.1%. So generally speaking, they all sort of clicked on their signals, which is excellent. Of course, with the center of the market, I think most of them would have got pulled down, but I think they generally speaking, I'd say they all would have outperformed the market apart from one or two, but mostly I think 85% would have outperformed the market pretty comfortably. So they're doing great things, those weekly buy and sell signals, and giving just a lot of guidance and a lot of interest in stocks that might go up. And I know a lot of people are using these and having great success with them. And again, the stocks, we didn't have a classic sell signal last week, but we did have some sort of bearish stocks, and AWC was down nearly 6.5% at one stage. Monosdelphis was down 5.72%. Dow was down 15% at one stage, and Woolsey was down 7.8%. I think three of those stocks have ended the week again sort of very, very low, but AWC had a rebound, and I think ended the week sort of up about 3 or 4%. But again, unbelievably accurate. So week in, week out, they're a lot of giving a lot of guidance, those weekly buy and sell signals. Anyway, I'd like to sort of thank you for listening to Equity Story, and I look forward to bringing you this report on Monday. Thank you. Good night.